We are slipped down here into these bottoms, and we're working this, I guess it's probably a four-wheeler trail or a walking trail here along that kind of skirts the edge of these bottoms. Wind is up a little bit, but it's a beautiful day. Found some turkey scratchings right here. Had some tracks back there. We're gonna keep slipping around here. This bottom opens up a little bit on the other side, and maybe they're in there. But we're gonna stay up here on this trail to try not to be down in the bottom with them, and then hopefully we can get eyes on them or get them to gobble, and then make a plan from there. So stay tuned. All right, I'll make this quick. We located a bird down in that bottom after we got down there. He's working his way down the other side. I made it back out to this old trail. I'm gonna take this trail. It looks like the corner of that bottom and this trail intersect, which means that would put us on a collision course with that gobbler. So stay tuned. Well, we got down here a little bit closer to where that gobbler's at. I'm trying to get eyes on him. Called to him a couple times. Can't get him to gobble. We'll probably give it 5 or 10 minutes and then try to slip on a little bit closer. Well, that's why you don't shoot them when you can see just their head. Because that, my brothers and sisters, is a jake. And those are not legal here in Arkansas. Well, that was fun. I think that's that bird we glassed from up there. It turned out to be a jake, which is not legal in Arkansas. So we're gonna head back up this road, and we had that bird at about 38 yards for the longest time, but he was in the tall grass, and I couldn't tell whether he had a beard or not, or what his beard was. And that's a perfect lesson, especially in states like Arkansas, where you can't shoot jakes. You gotta have patience, and I actually didn't know he was a jake till he was across the field from us there. That's finally when he turned around and got enough of a sideways look to be able to tell what kind of beard he had. So I have no idea what time it is. It's got to be getting up around 11, 11:02. So we'll head back towards the truck and see if there's not any more birds somewhere around here that we can try to get to come into a call, or see if we can locate. So stay tuned. I'm going to take the long walk back around to the truck. Well, we just bumped into a gobbler right up here. We spooked him pretty bad, but we may come around, swing around to the other end of this road, see if we bumped him all the way out the road. So we'll see what happens. All right. We just bumped that gobbler over here about 3 or 4 minutes ago. He was up here strutting on this road, I think. Um, he didn't look like he was spooked too bad. He kind of ran up into the woods and then just started walking around. So we need to eat lunch somewhere anyway. So I'm going to eat lunch here. And in about 20 or 30 minutes, I'm going to call a few times and see what happens. The hope here from my end is that he had hens with him. And maybe when we spooked him, we busted him up. What's called busted him up. Maybe his hens went one way, he went another way, or something like that. And that here, in about 20 or 30 minutes, he'll start wanting to round them back up. This is a strategy most often used in the fall with big flocks of birds. So we'll see what happens here. It's peanut butter sandwich time. And then we're going to lay on the call a little bit with some soft clucks and purrs, and maybe a couple of assembly yelps, which are just normal yelps, just a little bit longer, 8, 9 yelps per yelp. So if that doesn't work, we'll head on around to the truck, which embarrassingly enough is just right around the corner. We're a couple hundred yards away from the truck, so we'll see what happens. Well, we got him to gobble once. Because of the wind, I couldn't exactly pinpoint it, but I think it was kind of up there, back up towards the truck, actually. He may be right there in that little clearing where we parked the truck. I think it was just kind of one of those, all right, ladies, I moved over here, come on over, gobbles. It's probably been 25-30 minutes since we spooked him. And as you can hear, the wind is ripping pretty good. So goes the life of a turkey hunter. Well, I think we're going to go explore some more of the property. Like I said, this is a new place we've been on. I've never been here, so we'll go see if we can wrangle one up somewhere else. So. that was exciting. She was right in our face. Here, probably got 10 or 12 yards in front of us, and we're kind of hanging out on the side of this logging road without a whole lot to cover us. So the real tree edge worked, and either that or she wanted to be a movie star, one of the two. So I did get the mic on in time to catch some of that soft, soft yelping and purring and clucking. And I think that's one of the misconceptions about turkeys is, you hear the rule, call every 5 minutes or call every 10 minutes or call every couple minutes. And that's just not the way turkeys walk around the woods. Most of the time, the sounds they're making are not something that you can hear from, 50 yards or sometimes even 20 or 30 yards. But they do make some noise, a significant amount of noise, whether they're clucking and purring or doing those little soft yelps. If you get real close to them every once in a while, you can hear them do that little whistle thing, kind of like that. But it's getting out in the woods and hearing turkeys and knowing what they sound like and what they do. And I've killed more turkeys using that soft calling stuff, just clucking and purring and those little 2 or 3 note, kind of like this. Especially around this time of day, up in the day, if you can't get one to gobble, just sit down, cluck and purr, do those little light yelps. I hope I got it on camera when she was right here beside us. That's the noises the turkeys make. We get all excited about the big yelps and the long yelps and the loud yelps and the clucks and the cuts, because that's what makes the birds gobble. But I'm confident that more birds are killed with those soft calls than anything else. So that's just fun. I don't know how else to describe it. You get an animal that close to you, regardless of whether it's a legal animal or not. It's just amazing to have nature that close to you, to have God's creation, and be able to fool them like that. So